Greetings, Wambui here. Wambui made it. Over the last several months, I have made, on a conservative end, I've made at least 60 knit hats. 60. Now, I don't know how to knit, and I'm not real good at crocheting either. But let me tell you how I came about making all these hats. My gig between gigs is that I work for a company in New York that provides hearing assistant devices to patrons attending Broadway shows. So before the show, I have the patrons check out the equipment and I show them how to use it. And once the show has started, I just make sure that everything is working properly and that everybody's okay. And then I hang out. And I hang out until intermission. And then after intermission, I hang out again until the end of the show. Unless there is a problem, which there hardly ever is. So I hang out a lot. And I was wanting to do a craft that I could travel easy with, that I could take with me to the theater, that I could gather together quickly enough. A patron should need me, or there's something to do. And I also needed something that I could do even in sometimes poor lighting. About several years ago, I was in a Michael's and I saw a package with these colored looms in them, and I was not sure what you did with them, but on the package there was a picture of a hat, and it talked about how you could make a hat quickly with these looms. And I'd always told myself, one day I'm going to go back to Michael's and I'm going to get those looms and I'm going to see if I can make me a hat. Well, I was thinking that maybe this is the time to do that. I was thinking maybe that's something that I can take with me to the theater and do something while I'm hanging out, create something. You know, it's hard to do card making or sewing and even quilting because of the poor lighting in the theater. So, but I was thinking this would work perfectly, and it did work perfectly to the point where I lost my mind. Now, when I first got these and I was trying to follow the instructions as to just how you do it, I was trying to make it more complicated than it is. And so I ended up going to YouTube, and I saw that there were so many creative and wonderful knit loomers who had videos on YouTube. And so I watched a couple of videos, and I quickly got the hang of what you do. And what I realized is that once you really even just got the basics, then you were really able to expand. It goes very quickly. I'm going to show you some of the hats that I made. I've given a lot of them away, but I just started making all kinds of hats. And like I said, once you get the basics of it, you can kind of like change the colors and just do all kinds of fancy styles that you want to do and put little ribbons. I don't know if you can see that row. It's kind of a standout row. And then I was doing this like little derby things and just colorful things. And they can all be embellished to be even, nicer and more special hats. And we got a pink hat here. And so you can imagine what everybody in my family got for Christmas this year. Even this little one right here was kind of like just different. A little hat like that. And just hats, man, hats. Just all kinds of hats. And so I just started making hats, and I really loved it. And it's a process that goes, loom knitting is a process that goes really quickly. So then the times that I was hanging out, I just kept making hats. And I was felt almost addicted for a little while. I even got the notion at one point to make me some on the loom. It was a smaller round loom. I got the notion to make me some fingerless gloves. And it didn't come out very well. at all, because I don't even have to explain to you what the problem is here. But at least I know what to do next time I want to make me some fingerless gloves. I even found out about a company called Cindy Wood Looms, where they make wooden looms, and the feel was just so, it's just so wonderful, and you get to choose the color of the pegs that you want. And I just fell in love with how these feel, how these were to work with. It was just a real good feeling. And I even got this one because I got the notion one time I was going to make me some socks. And this is one of the Cindy Wood looms for making socks with a really close knit. And because you can see the pegs are so close together. And this, I realized I wasn't ready. I tried to do the sock thing and it was so small and so tedious. It wasn't working for me. And they also have these things, looms that are really like large like this, that you can make a really quick scarf on. And these are the really giant looms. So the loom knitting is really, I'm going to undo some of this wraparound just to show you a little bit. It just involves something that's like this. You're going to wrap around the pegs. And this is not an in-depth tutorial. I'm just giving you an idea. And there's so many wonderful tutorials online on how to loom knit, that if you have never heard of it before, like I had not, or if you just want to see a more in-depth tutorial, I just ask you to search loom knitting on YouTube, and you will find some people who have taken this to all kinds of levels. And then once it's just a matter of wrapping, and you take your hook, and it's just a matter then of just bringing this. Like I say, this is not an in-depth video. This is just to give the idea of how simple and easy it is to get started with loom knitting. And what you're going to do is you're just going to bring this and these each of you just wrap, and you keep bringing the hook, the loops over the top loop like that. And that's basically what you do. And these looms have grooves in them, so this little hook fits right into the groove. And so it's a matter of wrapping, and then you're just going to come back, and you're just going to take, let me see if I can get closer. You're going to take like that. Okay, are you seeing? And so we just like that. So that's what I've been doing, and I highly recommend it. It's something that's relaxing, but it's also a project. The projects go really fast, but then, like I say, once you just get a hang of the basics, then you yourself will be able to kind of like come up with your own designs of the hats that you want to do. So that's it for today. I will see you next time. Peace.